Every year we restore a bike right here at Wheels Through Time to give away to one lucky winner. And the first question everyone wants to know is, what's the bike actually worth? Right here we've got our Wheels Through Time raffle bike, 1936 Harley-Davidson Model EL Knucklehead, one of the most iconic American motorcycles ever built. Today we're going to be deep diving into all of the factors that help us determine the value of a motorcycle like this. We're going to be looking at the parts used in the restoration, the level of the restoration, and what it was built for. We're even going to dive into some auction results and see exactly how our bike, your bike, stacks up against the rest. Now, Harley-Davidson debuted the Model EL in 1936, and it quickly became one of the most popular American motorcycles ever built. The model was vastly different than anything Harley-Davidson produced to date, with styling unparalleled by any of its contemporaries. The machine featured an all-new cradle-style frame with twin down tubes that was significantly tougher than the Model VL frames of years before. Beefier front end, all-new 18-inch wheels with star hubs, the iconic horseshoe oil tank from Harley-Davidson, which carried over for decades after, welded gas tanks, streamlined fenders, literally the best looking motorcycle Harley-Davidson ever produced. The real genius behind the model came with the engine and transmission, the drive line of the motorcycle. All new twin cylinder overhead valve engine coupled with a circulating oil system that helped extend oil life and extend engine life. The transmission was an all new constant mesh 4-speed, which Harley-Davidson used pretty much identically into the 1980s. So when we restore a motorcycle for our annual raffle here at Wheels Through Time, we keep a lot of things in mind. First and foremost, of course, as you guys know, is rideability. So starting at the very base of the motorcycle, the crankshaft and engine cases completely rebuilt, 1936 only stuff, guys. So top end, you guys have seen it a dozen times, rebuilding those top ends right back in the Wheels Through Time restoration shop. Pair of heads, very difficult to do, and it's one of the things that we really pride ourselves on doing well here at the museum. The 4-speed transmission rebuilt with almost all genuine OEM parts inside. So very, very proud of that. Now, one of the coolest things about this motorcycle is where we got it. We bought it from some friends of ours in Tennessee, and believe it or not, Dale, our founder, my dad, actually restored this bike years and years ago. So when we got the bike back, it needed redone. We wanted to freshen it up and give it an all-new look for our next winner of the Wheels Through Time raffle. So that brings me to the paint, guys. The gold and black, maybe my favorite color combination that we've ever used. Now, 1936, they had Venetian blue and Croydon cream. They had red and black, green and silver, and then some option colors too. Now, the cool part is, in the 1930s, Harley-Davidson started going to their dealers saying, hey, if you guys can dream it up, if your customer can dream it up, as long as we can get the paint, we'll paint it that way. So come on over here. Really cool artifact. Some of you guys may have seen this before. This Rolodex features original spray out cards that hung at the Harley-Davidson factory from the very earliest days of factory custom painting. So some incredibly cool color combinations in here. And if you take a look, this is exactly where we got that gold and black striped with red and gold paint. So our painter, John, matched the paint absolutely perfectly, and we painted this up in genuine 1936 paint scheme with those factory custom colors. So gold on the tanks with the black pinstripe, gold on top of the fenders and the valence black with the red stripe separating the two, and then edged in that really pretty gold. So just sets the bike off like none other, guys. It's one of my favorite paint jobs that ever rolled off the Juneau Avenue assembly line. So you guys are starting to get an idea of why we're so excited to give this bike away on November 23rd. One of the things that makes the Harley-Davidson Knucklehead so desirable is all of the combinations of 1 year only components. So starting with the engine, that special notched cam cover there you see with the notch here, just used on a small run of the early 1936 Harley-Davidsons. 1936 only air cleaner. The oil tank was 1 year only. Of course, the very core of the bike, the frame, 1 year only 1936 Harley-Davidson frame. So up to the dash, guys, some of the, when you're sitting on a motorcycle, that dash is your cockpit view. And the 1936 dash was almost completely 1-year only stuff. So first year for this beautiful skull dash assembly up top, 100-mile-an-hour speedo with no trip meter, guys. So this is a 1-year only speedometer restored by our pal John Bordis in Texas. And then they also use the amp gauge over on this side and the oil pressure gauge over on this side instead of what they later called dummy lights. So continuing on with the 1-year only stuff, guys, that rear brake was a special 1936 newly designed brake for that star hub, was smaller diameter than the brakes of the earlier years and the later years. So they only used that one particular year and then moved on. So we've got the early 1936 brake. And aside from many of those 1-year only parts that make this bike so special, we actually incorporated a few upgrades on this motorcycle to make it run even better. 1936 to 9, the knuckleheads featured what we call small port heads. By 1940, they increased the size of the port, went with a larger carburetor. So this engine actually has what we call the big port heads that they use from 40 to 47, which allowed us to run that M35 1.5-inch carburetor. The thing breathes quite a bit better. The clutch was also updated from that early style narrow 36 to 9 to the much more available 1940 and up clutch. They used the same clutch pretty much through 1984 on Harleys. So now that we've looked over the fit and finish of this motorcycle and went over some of those 1-year only parts that make the machine so special, we're gonna look at one of the other parts that determines the value of a motorcycle like this: auction results. So over the past couple years, there have been some great 1936 Harley model ELs go up for auctions, receiving different results across the board. At Meekum's Monterey auction in August of 2022, this royal buff and dust gray 36 knucklehead sold for $181,500. Now the machine was absolutely perfectly restored, no expense spared, done by our guys at Carl's Cycle Supply in South Dakota. The royal buff and dust gray was actually an optional paint job and is about the closest comparison that we have to our custom 1936 gold and black. In January of 2022, this 1936 model EL hit the auction block and brought an astounding $190,000. Now, this machine's got incredible provenance and is one of the most famous 1936 Harley-Davidson knuckleheads known today. The bike was formerly part of the George Pardos collection and has been immortalized in numerous paintings and photo shoots over the last 30 years. It was judged to 99 points on the Antique Motorcycle Club of America judging scale, which makes it about as good of a 1936 Harley as there is today. At the beginning of 2024, this teak red and black 1936 knucklehead sold for $105,000. Now the bike closely resembles ours as it has a combination of original and reproduction parts and probably most accurately reflects the value of the machine we're giving away. Now this will be the 22nd year that we've given away a classic American motorcycle here at Wheels Through Time, and if you ask me, this is the very best one yet. This is our biggest fundraiser, and it's you guys that make Wheels Through Time what it is. Every year the proceeds from the raffle help to build new exhibits, enhance the building itself, and help us recreate the space here at Wheels Through Time and provide a better experience for all of our visitors. For you guys that have been here before, you know the place is never the same twice. We're giving this motorcycle away Saturday, November 23rd. It's coming up fast. Now, raffle day here at the museum, it's one of the biggest days of our entire year. We'll be live streaming the event on YouTube and on Facebook. Make sure you tune in if you can't make it in person. We'd love to have you here. Incredible time, 12 or 1,500 people right here in the parking lot waiting to see who wins this motorcycle. Make sure you guys get your tickets on this bike. The drawing is coming up fast. Remember, you don't need to be present to win. And another question we always get online is, can international entrants participate in the raffle? And the answer to that is simple. You guys have to check your own local laws and regulations. We don't bar anybody from being in our raffle. So it's really up to you guys to check those regulations. So another one of the big benefits if you win the annual raffle is that Wheels Through Time takes care of the taxes on the bike. So if you needed another reason to get your tickets today, guys, there it is. So you guys have seen it here. The bike is as beautiful as it gets, and it's absolutely built to go. You'd be crazy not to get a pile of tickets and have a chance at taking home a piece of motorcycle history and supporting something great along the way. That's it, time's running out. You guys have seen the machine. Make sure you check out the build here or get your tickets here, guys. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing without y'all's support. We love you, thanks a ton, and good luck.